Yo, what is up, guys? This is Dynamite Comedy, and today I'm bringing you something a little different. So lately I have been listening to this one YouTuber that goes by the name of Ghost Sickness, aka Tristan. And pretty much he does this series where he tells creepypastas and whatnot. And since I have such a great interest in creepypastas, I decided that I would start my own storytelling series, whether it be creepypastas or funny or terrifying stories that you guys come up with. But let's just get right to the chase. The creepypasta that I am reading right now is called The Grinning Man. Detroit has a bad rap when it comes to crime, violence, and drugs, but nothing is worse than having an arsonist plaguing the streets, destroying homes and neighborhoods with a single match. In 2006, an arsonist managed to destroy a library, a school, an apartment complex, and a nursing home within an 8-week period. The police were using every resource available to locate this sick firebug, but they never found any clues or suspects in the devastating crimes. 2 months after the last fire, there was a 911 call that made the news. As the call claimed that the arsonist in question was about to strike, and sure enough, he did. In the call, you can hear the panic screams as the residents of yet another apartment complex fled for their lives and tried desperately to put out the flames. But the most startling moment became when the caller began crying out in pain, as he had become trapped in the burning building, the flames scorching his entire body. No one knew what became of the mystery caller, and it was believed that he had perished in the fire. The building was burned to the ground, leaving almost 100 people homeless. A small memorial was constructed at the ruins of the building in honor of the unknown man who called 911 and saved many lives. The police knew that arsonists loved to return to the scene of their crimes, to admire their work and the destruction. Setting up a few surveillance cameras at the memorial, the police painstakingly awaited any suspicious individuals who might stop by. It only took them about 3 weeks to finally locate a suspect. In the footage of the camera, a tall man wearing a black hoodie and a bandana with his skeletal depiction of the human jaw over his mouth approached the memorial and just stared at the charred ruins of the apartment building. He stared for hours, barely moving and never turning his gaze. When another person began approaching the memorial, he suddenly turned away and walked down the sidewalk out of sight. The man returned night after night for almost a week. Each time he did the same thing, stared at the ruins in awe, and ran away from anyone who approached. Except on the 7th night. A woman was walking her dog and passed by the man. He turned and smiled at her and frightened her to no end. She reported the strange man to the police, claiming that he was grinning wickedly and smelled of gasoline and smoke. 2 nights later, another building was torched by the arsonist. An abandoned warehouse which still had surveillance cameras running. The same man from the memorial appeared at the scene wearing the same hoodie and bandana. Witnesses to the fire claimed to have seen a man running from the warehouse wearing a dark hoodie and the same thing. And the weird thing was he seemed to be smiling, a twisted, almost impossible, huge grin on his face. The police were able to pick up a trail using scent tracking hounds. The dogs led the police to a small, rundown house on the outskirts of a city. Inside was a lone occupant, wearing the same hoodie. Aside from the arsonist, there were gallons of gasoline, butane, matches, lighters, and newspaper clippings talking about the series of arson set fires. When the police cornered the man and ordered him to the ground, they were horrified by the man's face. He had never been wearing a bandana. His actual jaw had been exposed, leaving him with a perpetual grin burned into his face. The man had been the one who called 911 and seemingly died in the blaze. He had been horrifically burned but survived. His face, nothing more than a monument to the sickness that is arson. The man laughed a little and looked at the police as he struggled to speak, his lipless grin mocking everyone who dared to look at him. "It's about time you found me," he arrogantly replied with a hoarse, raspy voice. "I was going to give you guys another call, but what's the fun in that?" The grinning man was arrested but died from a severe infection before he could even stand trial. Even though he's gone, his actions and crimes will forever haunt the city, leaving scars that will never heal. So that was Creepypasta The Grinning Man. it wasn't really scary, but it was just a little unnerving. But that is a video. I'm probably going to record maybe 2 or 3 more of these because I really enjoy making these videos. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please smash that like button and comment down below if you would like to see more of these. And as always, I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and peace.